家好，我叫小南，欢迎来到我的世界。新年快乐！我感谢你们支持我的 YouTube 短视频。Hello everybody, it's Grace by Grace and welcome to yet another video. Happy New Year! This is going to be the first video that I will upload on this YouTube channel. To the new subscribers, hi, my name is Grace by Grace. I'm a digital and traditional illustrator based in Namibia. Thank you so much for subscribing. You are gonna have a lot of fun on here. I decided to do voiceover on these videos because I always get questions and it's really difficult to make tutorials because I can't really do planned sort of content. It's a little bit difficult and overwhelming. So I found this image on Pinterest and I really love the colors and the composition, so I decided to take it. My process is quite simple. I'll start with the sketch, create an underpainting which will keep the colors consistent as well as help me work with a blank piece of paper because I can't work with all that white or blank space at all. And then this is the painting right here with its, I would say, base colors. It was quite difficult doing this specific painting. By the way, this is just for fun. I always do these paintings for fun, for practice. It's so important. You guys have seen my master studies. It's really important just, to have fun as well as have serious paintings. But yeah. I am new to painting folds and this image was not helping at all, but I took that challenge and that is important. I really absolutely loved how the colors were coming out while painting this. I was having doubts but however I was just like, okay, this image is going to come out really nice. And a lot of people really loved this specific painting and I can't deny I really love this painting. However, it isn't really the reference isn't mine or the whole composition or the whole idea isn't mine. It belongs to a photographer, so I can't really call this as an original piece. It's rather just for practice. So I was working on the background here and I really made like a dark green. Oh, may I also say that the colors were also difficult to produce, like especially the blues and purple. And by the way, I use a very simple colors, like the basic colors to make colors, and that stuff hurts my brain and this was not working out, but it came out really nice. As you can see, I really absolutely love these colors. I would make another painting just like this, but I know already my mental library does not contain information such as like this for colors. Then I really went in with that blue and that purple to create the darkness there, but that was not really working out. I think I had to go over that even darker. Yeah, and here is the image. I just stopped it right here because I felt like it's a finished piece. Now let's talk about my cousin's painting because this took me about 1 month and wow. It was also because I was busy with the markets that was going on in December, so I couldn't really focus on commissions as much as I wanted. But this was not a commission. This was just for practice. It is finished. The painting is done. I used this gloss medium to make it gloss, girl. I really love this. I love this gloss. The first time I used it on this other painting, and it really, really glossed that image. But one thing for sure, this gloss dries really, really quickly. Okay, it dries way too quick. It needs to calm down. It needs to calm down. Cause girl, why are you drying that quick? Yeah, there's the image. Can't wait for her to pick it up. Cousin, please don't forget to pick up your painting. So before I start any of my projects, I will do these warm-ups, and this is where I draw anything at all or practice drawing, I guess. I did this like at the beginning when I really wanted to improve with character designing, and it really, really absolutely helps. It gets you also in the mood to actually draw. Draw whatever you want. Art is meant to be fun. As requested, let's do a tutorial. So when I am sketching a character, I start with big shapes and then break it down into smaller shapes. Big shapes as for drawing this funny looking stick figure, and then feather breaking it down into smaller details as for dressing it up. Because I come from like more of a fashion illustration background, I think drawing clothes for me is much more easier because I just do it as similar when I'm doing a fashion 𝒀𝓶𝓈𝒾𝒸. Is it? It's been a while. So yeah, what I've learned when I was doing like fashion illustration is that when you draw clothes, just draw it as if like you're dressing up the character. You know, think of it like you're dressing up a doll, you know? Yeah, so that's what I do here. I'm just basically dressing her up, and I'm really thinking about the 3D form of her. Yeah. I guess there are so many methods of how different people begin drawing. You might need to find out what you're more comfortable with. So there's not like something specific that you're supposed to do. You just find out what you're comfortable with, and then you adapt that technique and you make it your own. So I've made this my own, Yeah, love that. So I'm working on digital self-portraits, and I think this is a good time for me to speak about how I work digitally without a stylus. So I would begin with a traditional sketch like this right here, and then I will take pictures of this traditional sketches in natural lighting, or I prefer natural lighting actually, and then I would edit it in Snapseed. This is an amazing app. An artist edited their image in Snapseed, and I was like, I want that app. And then from there I would transfer the sketches to 𝒊𝓈𝒾𝒻. At the beginning you saw me like editing these images. And I have my own brushes, which I made myself. I'm quite proud. And I'll use these to edit my sketches as well as to do the final line art that will be colored. Yes, so yeah, it is possible for you to do digital work without a stylus. So let's speak about how I draw heads, because this is a question that I get. So I do use the luminous method to draw heads. It takes like a lot of practice for you to actually understand how it works. I'm still not perfect at it, but yeah. Honestly, what I've learned is that don't use the luminous method as a template, rather use it as a way for you to understand where the different features are on the face. Yeah, and you'll get there. So as per usual, you start with your circle, and then you just identify where exactly is your character face, where is the eyebrows, and you put those like circles on the side. Because remember, you think of the head as a sphere, and so the side was not really flat but really unseen. Then you will just basically lay out where exactly is the nose, where exactly are the lips. I think the way that I do it basically brings out my style. So yeah. You might just need to find out like what really works for you, because there's different methods. It's not just the luminous method. There's also this way of whereby you can use a rectangle to draw your heads. I use that mostly when I am beginning, when I just want to start with my bigger shapes and just lay out the character without thinking like the bigger details. So yeah, I did try to do a little short tutorial. Now this is where I draw a body. Yes, as you can see, I always start with my bigger shapes, just laying out where exactly everything is, and then from there I'll just go in detail with where are the various features, where are the various objects on the character. Once you like are able to master like different features, where different items are, you can draw anything that you want, character based. Yeah. The other thing is also I do a lot of 3D environments. So that's where I basically understood to see things in their 3D form. There's still a lot of practice that I need. Not perfect at all, but I always try to practice and be conscious of my mistake and be conscious of what I need to improve. Yes. I tried to do a sketch digitally instead of doing my traditional process, and it came out really nice. Look at it. And I colored it in, which was amazing. As well as I tried to do line art inked traditionally, transferred to Medibank and colored that in. You can find this on Instagram. As the year of the rabbit comes by, this illustration, I always try, transfer my sketch into Snapseed, edit that out, line it into Medibank, line it with my own brushes, and I also color it with my own brush as well that I have created, which is very similar to the watercolor brush that's already in Medibank. Apart from that, I bought polymer clay and have been playing it around. I mean, this is the only thing I've done so far, but it's something, it's interesting. I just have some ideas, and I've been seeing some of my favorite YouTubers that I watch, do designs. So I decided to join in. And I did this butterfly as well that I really loved and I really wanted. I had to really, really, absolutely trust the process because it was really, really difficult. Like, really, really difficult. But I got it at the end of the day, and I colored it in with my metallic paint that was left over, thank goodness, because the other ones were played around with. So let's speak about painting. This painting will be available in the art market this coming Saturday, 11th of February. Excited about that. And then I did a friend's portrait as requested. Yeah, I really love the colors. My big head was in the way. I tried filming in this angle. Never again. But yeah, I don't know what my head was doing. She wanted to be in the camera. My hair wanted to be in the camera. But yeah, I always start off with my color pencil sketch. It's much more simpler. These are the skin tone color pencils, and I feel like it's much more easier than the normal pencils that I used to use back then, because it blends well with the paint, and that's why I loved it. You can check out my previous master study. Yeah, for this one I used like an orange undertone, just usual, and then I put my base colors in there. One thing for sure, skin tone is difficult for me. I don't know why, but it is. But it's all about the layering, girl. Layer your stuff and you will get to where you need to get. This is a next painting that will be available also in the market, and it's called Public Places. It's really inspired by the feeling of being in public areas, and I've been working on it for a while. It's one of my bigger paintings because I'm using a whole paper instead of using half of the paper. So yes, it was coming out really, really good. I really love the colors that I used. And girl, did I improve in painting skin tones with, on a smaller scale? I did that. And for sure, I love it. I love it. The next thing I tried doing is painting with the rain. So basically what I did is I put colors on the paper and then I put it in the rain, and the water would drip onto the paint. And I used gouache. Yes, it was quite interesting. But I felt like I overdid it because I was just messing around with it. So what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna paint a sky over it. I haven't done it yet, that's why you're not gonna be able to see. You're just gonna see the process of me doing it. And I also added salt onto the paint to see like what it will do. I think I was supposed to leave it, but I washed it off. Yes, guys, Grace by Grace paintings are available. Please support my small business. Here are all the paintings that are available right now. I love you guys. For those that have been supporting me, yes, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. And if you have tuned on tilt this, girl, what am I saying? Subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.